So in this video, we are on our way to the second stop of our Hanoi food tour. I have no idea where we're going, but we're going somewhere. Everything is within walking distance. So from my hotel, we walk to the first restaurant, and then from that restaurant, we walk into the streets. I happen to have the GoPro camera and a 35 Nikon millimeter camera. Unfortunately, as I said previously, the microphone became defective. There was like a short in the system. So eventually I got a brand new GoPro, but that's too late. Won't help me out here. So all my videos in Vietnam are without any sound. So, but if you look at most of my previous Thailand videos, you'll have sound. Except when I went back to Thailand after Vietnam, after I went to Saigon. I went to Thailand for a few days, and that one doesn't have any sound. So either add some music to accompany some of the videos. So here we are walking. Notice how this guy is picking up garbage. You know, you see that all the time in Vietnam. Even in the nighttime, the people pick up garbage. They have these big bins. I don't know where they empty them, but big bins. You know, not like in the U.S. where they come around with the street sweeper, and like in New York where I live, we have alternate side of the street parking, and you have to move your car so they can sweep. Well, no. There it is in the evening, nighttime, and people are walking around cleaning. I saw the same thing too down in Ho Chi Minh City in the night. They push the big bin and they sweep. So they always keep the city clean, the streets, the sidewalk, all that stuff. If you see garbage, eventually that garbage is going to be removed because they have manpower there to go around cleaning. So there we are, heading to our next restaurant. I'm going to call this part 1. I'm going to divide it up so you don't get bored looking at the same video for a long time. You know, most people don't have a long attention span. They look at something for a few minutes and they get bored. So what I try to do is make my videos like, because these are like 8 minutes and 50 something seconds, 51 seconds. So I usually try to split them up. Except in some circumstances, like when we had the snow last year, first day of snow in New York City was the last day of February 28, 2023. That video is like an hour. I didn't split that up. I added all the parts together and it came up to like a little over an hour. You know, but in this video here, yeah, I can split this up and we can look at it over time. So here we are sitting down, we're taking our seat, we outside. This is what you really call street food, right? Yeah, we right outside the restaurant. We taking our seats, and again on the left over there next to me, I'm sitting right there. The lady, she told me she's from France, from Strasbourg, France, which is near Germany. if you remember your history and the Maginot Line, you remember that part of France, the Maginot Line. And this guy there from Australia, and then the guy wearing the white jacket, he said he's from Flushing, New York, which is east of me if you take the number 7 train. And the young lady next to him, she said she's from Texas. I believe it was Houston, Texas. So we all met up for some street foods, and we all get like a bowl. Okay, and there's the chopsticks. I think Linda was giving the tour guide lady. We don't see her in the video often, but she's there. I think she was telling us something about when you take the chopsticks out to check the end, to make sure they're clean or something like that. So I think that's what we're doing right there. You don't want to get chopsticks that may be dirty. And look at that big sign there, Ban Ka Kai, see. Notice that the Vietnamese language, the written language, very different from just about all the other Asian languages, right? Like the Chinese language, Korean language, Japanese language, even Thai language, Cambodian language, Lao. They all are written differently. Whereas I used to have a Vietnamese girlfriend, and she told me that when the colonial French went in Vietnam, that they rewrote the language from the Chinese characters. So who would have thought the French had so much time on their hand to rewrite an entire language? But that's what happened. So that's why the Vietnamese language tend to have these Roman letters, like you see right there, they look just like English letters, or like French or Spanish that use the Roman languages, like A, B, C, D, E, F, and so forth. So that's what's going on there. So we waiting to be served. This is a little bit different. You're not gonna see all this green, I guess, this green stuff. You see that big stuff, that brown stuff there? That's being put there in a little saucer. You have to have a good grip there with your chopsticks. I learned to use chopsticks a while back. I don't remember who was it. I think maybe when I was in Vietnam, when I got to Ho Chi Minh City, somebody was telling me, oh,